Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 0 of the BennettCraft SMP. Okay, wait, cut the tape. Let's stop for a second. I forgot to do this during the first recording, but did you guys know that 0% of you watching right now are actually subscribed to my brand new YouTube channel? It's hard to get a new audience out there, so if you have the time, if you have the ability, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's try and grow this audience together. That's enough for now. End a commercial. Let's get back to the episode. So, the reason I'm calling this episode 0 is because this is not a start of the world, this is not a fresh series. My friend Waff has actually already been recording on the server. So, if you want to see some stuff that's been happening in the past, you can go check out those videos. And as I mentioned, this is not the start. So, you can see our world spawn here. We've already started to build out a bit of a shopping district. Uh, so, episode 0 is going to be a world tour of where we are up to this point. Following this, episodes in this Let's Play series are going to be me making builds, multiplayer gameplay. I actually am not a huge fan of recording single player gameplay with commentary. I can get a bit bored just talking to myself and it feels a bit weird. And I think you guys would enjoy the content I make talking to my friends more than just, me sitting here with a monotone voice and explaining what I'm doing. So look forward to some of that in the future. But for today, it's going to be a trip with just me, your friend CNY32. And we're going to be taking a tour through this world, looking at people's builds, looking at what I've been working on specifically, and overall just get a feel for what the series is going to be. So I'll put on my armor first. Uh, as you can see, like I said, not start of the world. Already got the enchanted elytra and full netherite enchanted. And as you can see, tools as well. I'll switch out of F1 here so you guys can actually see my hotbar. Actually, that might be too tiny. Let me scale that up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And I'll exit F5 so I can go to first person perspective. So, as I mentioned, this is our world spawn. So we've already started to build a bit of a shopping district. This is currently the one building I own and operate, which is Barnes & Noble and Drake and Josh bookstore. So let me go inside and show you guys what is happening. Uh, if we go here, you can see lots and lots of barrels with signs on them. So I have an Enderman farm on the server, which is extremely efficient in getting experience. We'll actually go over that later, and I will send a link in the description that'll get all of you over to the tutorial made by BennettCraft for that farm. It works incredibly well, and as part of that, I've been able to enchant a ton of books, which I've been selling here in the shop. So Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing, obviously those ones are a bit harder to get. Some of these are the probability distribution of what books they're going to enchant is not very even. You can see there are some that only have like 3 or 1. This is also due to people wanting to buy them. But things like Efficiency 5, I actually bought the majority of these books from Trevor XCIX on the server, who got these through trading with villagers. We made a nice wholesale deal. I bought a ton of efficiency, protection, and mending books because those are some of the ones in highest demand. Paid them behind the scenes, and then I take the profit by selling them at a premium. So this store actually has all but one enchant, if I remember correctly. I can't remember which one I didn't include, but I couldn't figure out a nice way to try and incorporate one extra one into this. This was nice and symmetrical, so I just rolled with it. But it's made a pretty penny. Let me see if we have anything in here right now. We actually have 19 diamonds and a potato. I'll take that. Actually, good luck potato. It can stay in there. 19 diamonds is quite a lot to have right now. When I bought out those books from Trevor, as I mentioned, it cost me, I believe it was 2.5 stacks of diamonds, which was everything I had but one. So I'm slowly making that money back by profiting when I resell those books, but it is taking me quite a bit. So that's my store. I'll go over here. So if you have watched Waff's videos before and he sent you to me, or if I'm going to send you to him, I'd highly recommend watching this video. He included a nice, crisp-looking time-lapse of him building this shop, and it's a nice little modern build. I like it a lot. But this is Waff's warehouse, so I'll go inside. I sure hope I'm pronouncing Waff right, and it's not like Waff, but I guess I'll get corrected if I am wrong. So on the right side of the shop, right side, you pay him diamonds for the goods that he's selling. On the left side, it's more like a bounty system of he's telling you what he wants, and you can pay him diamond, or he'll give you diamonds for them. So 27 stacks for 1 diamond, 27 stacks of stone that is a lot. That's 3 rows of a chest. You would have to fill it. Oh man, I don't. Waff, you might need to change those prices. It's a full double chest of stone for 2 diamonds. Please tell me that's not everything. 20. Ooh, that's okay. That's a tall order. Um, Maybe if I get a little bit more desperate for diamonds, I'll start working on that. But over here you can see he's selling a lot of redstone bits, wood, sugarcane, fireworks, more redstone bits, and pumpkins and melons. So I'm going to include a little video here at the end of this episode, probably, of me actually going through and buying every single thing in this shop. Uh, but it does appear that WAF has restocked since then. It looks like he's starting to make a killing. We've actually gone in on a partnership where I provide the iron for hoppers, his wood farm provides the chests, and we'll split the profits of hoppers evenly. And it seems like he's all sold out, so I should be expecting a payment from him soon. So let me continue on with the tour here. This is the Happy Hobbits bakery, I believe. I think there was a sign at one point, but excuse me if my name is wrong on that. Selling gold carrots, pumpkin pie, bread, cookies. This is actually where I got my golden carrots from. How much is it? 2 diamonds per stack. It does not seem like this shop has really been stocked up recently. I would buy another stack right now, but we might need to wait on this restock. So that's the Happy Hobbits Bakery. There are more Happy Hobbit franchises throughout Spawn. We'll get to those in a second. This is a dead end current. Actually, nope. Sorry, this is on this road. This is a build by Colleague on the server. This is his Nether Emporium. He has kind of gone off the rails in the Nether with building farms, gaining resources, and now he's starting to sell them, which is very fortunate for us because the Nether can be scary, can be difficult. And we actually have a death counter on the server, which if I press tab, you can see. There's Colleague right there. And I am CNY32, obviously, and I am one of, I think, like 2 or 3 people on the server who still have 0 deaths. And I'm trying not to die still, so having someone go collect things in the Nether for me and sell them is going to be much better for those chances than if I were to go and try and collect everything on my own. So one main thing being sold here is wither roses. He has made a wither rose farm. Actually, that one's in the end, which is made by, I think, BennettCraft again, which uses a wither just spam killing enderman to generate wither roses. There's obsidian, quartz, and is this blackstone? It is blackstone for sale. And I believe orders for beacons, yeah. His biggest thing that he has made, at least from my perspective, has been his wither skeleton farm, which is extremely efficient. So he'll actually take orders for beacons currently. So orders for wither skulls, 4 diamonds for each. So what he's asking for is 4 diamonds for each head. If you want to get enough skulls in order to spawn a wither and then make a beacon from that, you need 3 skulls, so 3 times 4, 12 diamonds. And what he's doing over here is 16 diamonds. He's charging you an extra 4 diamonds for the process of killing that wither, turning it into a beacon, and giving it to you, which I think is a pretty fair deal. And currently, I don't need any beacons. I actually have a few already. So for now, we're going to leave this untouched. You can see a lot of people have been using books and quills in order to take these orders, which I think is very cool. Instead of just having a shop ready to be stocked, taking orders from people and having interaction, I think is always going to be good for better gameplay. Over here, this is actually Jules Machine's sandbox game, and I have already gotten burned by this. So what you do, if you can read these chests here, or these signs rather, you pay 1 diamond and that lets you shovel 5 sand in the sandbox. If you find any chests, there's treasure inside, and we might be able to see, I think people have already found chests. Yep, like there's one here. But that's already been exposed. Someone already found that, so that's their prize. I already spent 5 diamonds on this thing, so 25 blocks, and I have found nothing yet. So I'm going to wait until I've kind of made back what I lost in my deal with Trevor until I keep participating in games like this, but it's really fun. I like that a lot. Reminds me of a lot of things from the BennettCraft SMP. But I'll be back someday, just not today. That's the end of this road, so Colleague designed a lot of spawn. Initially, we just had a couple shops. We had one here, one here, one here, mine. And then since then has kind of exploded in the last week or 2. So that was it for the Southern Drive. This is now Main Street. I need to get used to these names. Like I said, Colleague designed all this spawn area, and I have not gotten used to these names quite yet. This belongs to... I actually can't remember their name. I know their name in real life, but I don't want to dox anybody, so I'm trying to make sure I use people's usernames. We'll get back on that name. Well, I'll maybe include it as an annotation here, just to give credit to people. Actually, you know what? It's Ox number. Can't remember the numbers, but this is Ox's nether shop over here. This over here is Trevor XCIX's and Jules Machine's Bone Shop. I've actually come here quite a bit because when I was getting my farm started out at my base, I need a lot of bones for bone meal, and their deals are actually pretty good. You can see stack of bones, 1 diamond, stack of bone blocks, 3 diamonds. I just came in. I actually don't know still if you can decraft bone blocks into bones. I'm assuming not. That seems like a pretty permanent change if you're jamming a bunch of bones into blocks. Uh, but I have been buying stacks of bones from them for a little bit. Seems like they still have. Ooh, that was bone blocks over here. Yeah, they got plenty in stock. I'm not sure if this shop has really been used recently, but I was using it a ton at the start of the world. Right here, this is actually where you'll come if you trigger spawn. So I should take some time to mention this now while I'm just killing these. So on this server, we are using, it's just plain vanilla, no mods added. But for some flavor, I would say, we've been using data packs and some plugins just to make things more interesting, but nothing too game breaking. So one thing that we've added the majority of our data packs from Vanilla Tweaks, which if you haven't heard about it, I'll link in the description. It's a lot of data packs that change your game, but not too drastically. Exactly what we're looking for. So if you do /trigger, oh, I actually don't have my chat up. Give me 1 second. All right, it took me a second to find out where that chat setting was, but chat is back. So now I'm going to just show you what we can do. So if you do /trigger spawn, this is, as I said, one of the data packs from Vanilla Tweaks. This will actually bring you to spawn from anywhere you are in the world, which is located right here. And this is how you get to spawn. This is why we've built everything here, because it's a good central location between everybody's bases, and it's easy to get to through that as well. We do have some nether pathways going through this portal here, and I'll use that in a second to get around the world to show off some things. But this is our little spawn-in area. A lot of things are temporary, like this is just chests with signs, which you can use to put on the bulletin board. These are stone axes used to help clear trees. These are just building materials for spawn, and over time these things will get cleared up, but a lot of this is still a work in progress. So we're keeping all these materials around for now. So bulletin boards, trades, talk, announcements. Happy Hobbit Bakery open for business. That's what we're looking at down there. Looking to buy a bunch of stone or cobble. Waff, we saw that in his store. Check out the Nether Emporium and order a beacon today. That's from Colleague, the tower we went to over there. Happy Hobbit Wishing Well now open. We haven't gotten to that yet, so we should get to that right now, actually. So as I mentioned, we have the Nether portal here, and we'll come back for this. We also have a lot of beacons around spawn, courtesy of Colleague going and having his Wither Skeleton farm. Where is the wishing well I'm trying to get to? I forget. I believe that's it right there. That's a wishing well. So it seems like there's some stuff here. Let me get a blank hand open. Welcome to the Happy Hobbit Wishing Well. I'm assuming there's rules here. Welcome to Happy Hobbit Wishing Well. Step 1, use the anvil provided to name a piece of paper with your wish and your name. Step 2, throw the paper and 1 diamond into the well. Step 3, wait for it to be fulfilled. Example wishes, I wish I had a chest full of sand. I wish I had a pink sheep in my base named Tina. That is oddly specific. How much did this cost? 1 diamond. Oh boy. Ooh. I feel like a Gindin could be charging a lot more for this service. I won't do this right now. I gotta think of a good wish to request, but a chest full of sand. That seems like an awful lot of work for 1 diamond. Maybe she's gonna rely on a tipping system here, but we'll come back to this. I don't know what I'd like now, and I don't want to waste a wish on that. Happy Hobbit Bed and Breakfast. This is, as I mentioned, there are a lot of other Happy Hobbit franchises around spawn. This is 2 and this is 3. We got the bakery over there, Wishing Well, and now the bed and breakfast. Gotta kill the skeleton real quick. Despite how bright my game might look, spawn is not actually perfectly lit up. You can see there's a bunch of torches here and it just cuts off. I actually have my brightness settings turned up beyond the limit in the game, so everything is perfectly lit. If you're interested in finding out how to do that, I'll actually have a tutorial coming up soon showing off how you can change your brightness settings beyond the natural limit in Minecraft. You don't need any mods, data packs, plugins required, and it actually just helps with recording especially, but overall in gameplay I find it super helpful as well. Oh boy, 3 hit, there we go, 3 hits. So let's move on to the next thing, because I believe this is under construction. Yep, that's what the sign says. So we won't go into the bed and breakfast. We'll get back to that once it's more constructed. There's still a lot of stuff in spawn I actually haven't even got to. I haven't even been in this yet. I'm assuming it's some sort of sand shop or desert shop. Let's see. Welcome to the shop. Rules are simple. Replace the blocks you'd like to purchase with the payment. If you'd like anything specific that's not sold here, requests and orders are on the next page. Order sheet. Nobody's left anything yet, but I'll go back to the first page out of courtesy. 1 diamond per 2 stacks. Ooh, that's a lot of sand. That's sandstone. Oh, that's glass. Okay, glass is gonna come in super handy. I don't know what I might need it for right now, so I'm not gonna buy it out of haste, but I'm gonna definitely be coming to the shop and spending my diamonds. So there's one point in time where I had the most diamonds in the economy on the server. And then as I mentioned, I made this deal with Trevor for all those books, and since then I have not really been spending a lot. Uh, I've been trying to conserve a lot of my money. I want to make sure that I'm able to buy everything that we can with these fantastic shops and games that people are putting up. And they just seem to keep popping up over and over again. So I want to make sure I have plenty of money saved so I can try everything out. Because one, it's fun, and two, it's free content for the channel. So next thing over here is Shulker Shuffle. This is made by Trevor XCIX. And you can see this is not in vanilla Minecraft, being able to place these floating endstone blocks. And also this armor statue over here. How do you get that arm up? So this is through another data pack, once again through Vanilla Tweaks, which I believe is just called Armor Stands, or maybe Armor Stand Tweaks, which allows players to use a book, which will change a bunch of settings of armor stands. I haven't had a lot of practice with it, but it seems that Trevor has. And it makes the world look super cool and allows you to do cool things like set things to be invisible, change the endstone blocks like this. It just looks super cool, super crisp, and really lets you kind of go crazy with what you're looking at. So I actually haven't been in the shop yet. Let's see. So page 1, Shulker Shuffle. Welcome to Shulker Shuffle. Each corner of the store features a pile of Shulker boxes corresponding to different rarities. Open the box, see if you get a trap/prize, then you can keep the box after. I'm assuming you have to pay to open the box. Rarities: wood, 2 diamond, no prizes, many traps. Stone, 3 diamonds, few prizes, few traps. Iron, 4 diamonds, many. Yep. Prizes and traps. Traps can come in different forms. The cheaper the price of the box, the more severe the trap will be. However, you will never leave the store without a box. Traps can be price increases filled with bad items and more. Prizes come in different forms too. The more expensive the box, the better the prize will be. Prizes may be discounts or extra items. There's also a grand prize box hidden in the gold section. Flash sales. Every so often, an end item will be offered at the back of our store. Place your bid in the barrel. Has no more than one item slot worth of items. This can be items of any kind. I feel like I can't read right now. However, in my credit, is 11:41 at night. It's getting there. These can be items of any kind. I'll choose a winner. Make sure your name is on your bid so I can pay you. Occasionally, I will offer a flash sale of an item. This item will be in the middle of the store. I'm guessing that's this item frame right here, and will only stay on display for a limited time. Place your payment in the barrel and take the item off the display. So this seems like a first come first serve, which would explain why it's empty. Other rules: no peeking in boxes beforehand. You can move boxes out of the way to get ones in the back, but do not look at what they contain. If you pick up a box and accidentally see what's inside, you must buy that box. Okay, so I'm gonna flip back to the first page out of courtesy, but I thank you for your wish at the Happy Hobbit Wishing Well. Seems like the wishing well has already had some business. That's good for A. Ginden, and seems like it's good for Trevor. I am a bit nervous about trying any of this because I'm still not sure. It seems like you just choose a box that you want to do, and I'm assuming that inside the box it'll tell you what it costs. I have 19 diamonds, so I mean let's give it a go. Let's just see, because I also am just kind of confused on the rules, so I want to see if I get it right. Let's go with this one here. Feeling lucky. Okay, so I'll move that here. So I believe once we open the box, we are contractually obligated to buy it. So yeah, prize. Okay. So there's 5 diamonds in it. That's good. I feel good about that. Well, each corner of the store features a pile of shulker boxes. Open the box, see if you get a trap prize, and you can keep the box after. Wood, 2 diamonds, no prizes, many traps. Gold, 5 diamonds, many prizes, no traps. I see. Okay, so stone, iron, gold. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are sections of the store. I'm going to assume that means, so I took this from the gold section, so there are not going to be any traps here. 5 diamonds, many prizes, no traps. Okay, so I'm assuming that means I need to pay 5 diamonds to play in this area, which means I pay 5 diamonds, I take a shulker box. So let's just get those ready. And then by doing that, I get the shulker box, which got me 5 diamonds back. So I guess I just made my money. I don't know where payment goes. Oh, payment barrel. Okay, we'll put my 5 here. And we actually won these 5, so I'll collect those. We get a free shulker box as part of it, and now let the money roll, I guess. We'll put another 5 here, and we'll take another box. I'm gonna go for this one in the back. I feel like that has to be good. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to break this to get to that one. Okay, so this is the one I just picked up. That's the good one. Okay, so place that there. Let's see. Uh, that might have just been the empty one. And they're both, oh. Uh-oh. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. All right. You let it roll, and sometimes it just doesn't work out for you. It's unfortunate, but I like this a lot. Like I said, I want to try and play a bunch of games, sponsor a bunch of stores here. I want to try and just help out and participate in the economy, and I like this one a lot. So good job, Trev. Might be a while now. That was a net loss of 5 diamonds, so might be a while before I come back here. But I like the shop a lot, like the idea, good work, and I also like the build. This is a B. This is the hive of the village hidden in the sticks. So TV hits being the village hidden in the sticks. This is Jules Machine, Trevor XCIX. Welcome, come on in for some tea and more. Let's see what's in here. I haven't been here yet. Oh, this is nice. I'm assuming, I think they said they're making a tea shop, and this is what I'm assuming it is. 3 for 1, 3 drinks, 1 diamond, pick any 3. Those are all empty bottles. Oh, recycling. Register, pay. I don't have money to spend right now, but it seems, yeah, ooh, okay, so this is a potion shop. This is gonna come in handy. I'll come back here in the future once I have more money. But once again, very cool shop. Everything that people have made here has just kind of blown me away. It's super cool. My enchanted bookshop isn't anything special. That's not a super original idea. But like stuff like this, like just look at these builds. I just built kind of a house, but like these are super cool. Okay, over here, this is another shop. If I had to guess, I know that TV hits the village hidden in the sticks. It's actually missing the H here. But their nether portal goes straight into the Crimson Forest in the nether. So if I had to guess, this is probably them, but if not, there is no label on this store, so I'm not sure who this belongs to. But this is for all the materials found in the Crimson Forest, which is cool. Don't need any of that right now, and definitely not in the mood to spend more diamonds after I have already lost 5 in this episode. And that, I believe, ends the tour of shops. There's more stuff over here. Actually, let me just try and do one final walk, make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Yeah, that's it for now. So, as I mentioned, this place is blowing up. The majority of these shops have gone up in the last week or two, and people are just constantly adding and adding and adding. So colleague actually added this pond. Look at all these little details. My favorite thing here by far is this little like stone waterfall. Like just look at that. Using the stone stairs and half slabs to make it look pretty. I know it's raining right now, but please just like bear with me. Using the grass, the flowers. Why am I flying on the water right now? I just need to get up. There we go. Mushroom, like look at an end rod with a mushroom block on it. This is attention to detail right here, and I love every second of it. It looks very well decorated. Love what you've been doing with the place, colleague. Good work. And that, I think, wraps up Spawn's tour. So over here where you see those beacons there, that's actually Colleague's base. He's very close to Spawn. There's some other people close to Spawn as well. I am not one of those people, however. So let me go into the nether. And we still haven't made this place look nice. Once we've filled up Spawn, this is probably the next thing that we'll do, because we use the nether quite often. So now I'm going to fly over to my base, which you can see is on this ice pathway. But I just choose to fly now that I have the elytra. I'll just do a little jump here, slow down before I get to the portal, and perfect. So one thing that we have, which is super helpful, which you might have noticed already, it's another one of our vanilla tweaks, but it's instant nether portal teleportation. It just makes things super quick, super snappy. I love it. So we're at our base. Is it nighttime? I don't think it is. It'd be much darker if it was. I wish I could sleep to get rid of this rain, but I guess the world tour is just going to have to happen in the rain. So let me get a nice aerial view of what's going on here first. Fly out, turn around. So this was all a swamp, and it was not very pretty, and what I did very early on the server was actually went in and filled in a lot of the patchy spots, the water spots in the swamp with just dirt and made my own area to build in. Because I wanted a nice flat area to build, and I was in a plains, and obviously that's pretty flat, but I don't like how bright the grass in the plains can be, whereas in the swamp you can see, like, look at that. That's some nice dark grass right there. So this place is super cool, and now that it's officially built and has all the dirt laid out, it's super easy to build in. So I've kind of, and then even once I did that, it wasn't exactly a swamp. It's a little taiga forest, which I like a lot. I wish I could have it snow here, but you know, I chose to build in a swamp, so you reap what you sow. I have a lot of trees in here. I'm in need of spruce saplings. I actually ran out by planting all these ones. Uh, Need to build a little bridge here, but for now we'll just jump. And you can see this was all terraforming here. That's why there's like no land. It's a bit of a weird water area here, but still, like I said, everything here is a work in progress. Still need to build out the area, flush it out a bit. Over here is my house, which isn't really populated with much. Don't tell anybody. It's mainly just for show. Because myself and some of my roommates are actually all over here, and we are teamed together. We have our chests over there, and our little faction, similar to the Village Hidden in the Sticks TV hits, is known as Rancho Cucamonga, which is, I believe, a place in California. But I actually heard a few people say it before, and it just kind of stuck with me. I always thought it was super funny. So this is my house. We'll just step inside. Uh, I don't have a pressure plate, so I gotta open the door. Not much in here, as I said. You can see these are just random things left behind from a build. If we go up here, this is a little storage space I built. Like I said, nothing here, just a bit of an attic. And if we go over here, this is more of an actual second floor. But once again, nothing's really here. It's mainly for show. At some point, I'd like to fill this place up, but obviously it's pretty small when I could just be using caves or like a dugout area for my base. So mainly for show. I'll do some interior decorating at some point, but for now, that's how it looks. It looks super pretty on the outside. I really like it. So over here, I think, yeah, nothing special in here. Just more building materials. We can continue along this path, and this is a second house, which I'm actually gonna just break up the pace of this episode a little bit. Just give everyone a second. This is a second house that I built. I'm probably gonna move villagers in here. Haven't decided. Still haven't even put a door on it yet. And like it's pretty small. The other one. It's actually the exact same blueprint with some slight alterations to the front of the Enchanted Bookshop. So I have actually recorded a third-person time lapse of me building this house, and I'm going to, like I said, break up the pace, just show that to you guys now, and let you take a nice breather, stop listening to my monotone voice for a bit, and enjoy just looking at that build. I really like making the third-person time lapses. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, but once I figured it out, just super cool mod. It's the replay mod. At some point, I might make a tutorial for how to do that, because it took me bouncing between a couple videos to actually get it right. Oh, perfect timing. The rain stopped. So right now, I'm going to stop rambling on. I'm going to switch over to the time lapse, and I'll catch you guys back here in a second. All right, welcome back. So we're back here. I'm actually looking at the timer right now, and we're approaching 30 minutes on this video, which is super long. Much longer than I expected for an episode 0, but I want to make sure I show everything off that I've done so far, and if I forget anything, I'll just show it off future times in the Let's Play. But let's get to the important stuff. So that was the second house, not filled. First house, not even filled. Over here, it's nothing incredibly special. I just like it a lot. Look at this. It's a little campfire. Um, these stupid guys, I need to sleep. But this is just a nice little place. Maybe I'll have meetings here with people someday, and this is where you'll get to meet some other people in the Let's Play series that are here on the server. But for now, it's just a little fireplace area. Like it a lot. Campfires are pretty cool. And if we go past here, we'll get to the plains area, which I was mentioning before. Okay, I've actually been walled in, it appears. I'll have to jump this hill. But this is where me and my roommates slash friends initially set up when the start of the world happened. Okay, I'm being attacked. Let me try and find a bed. Right here. Cool. So we set up shop here at the start of the world because we just traveled and traveled until we actually found a village. And that's what you see here. A lot of the villagers have sadly either died or been moved into captivity so that we can trade with them. This guy's still here though, which is fine. But you can see like we've locked villagers into houses and since moved them. This place deserves a nice cleanup and made to look pretty, but it'll happen eventually, just not today. We have a villager breeder here. This one, I think, also built by BennettCraft. They make so many good and efficient farms. If we go down here, this is my villager trading area where I can sell off a lot of pumpkins that I've grown to these villagers for free emeralds, and then those emeralds can be turned into other resources. Nothing too special up here except for my little treehouse, which I could still use some touch-ups to make it look a bit more beautiful, but this was our enchanting area in the overworld, but once the Enderman farm was built, we've been enchanting there for the most part. So let me go back over here. I need to eat food so I can sprint. Over here, this is JJ Rod's house, which still I don't think it's finished. I think it needs a bit of a roof, but he's been working on that. Looks super cool. Let me actually go up on this hill. I don't want to skip over that. It is a nice looking house. As I mentioned, still needs a roof, but very cool build. Nice work, JJ Rod. This is a cool house over here. This is, I believe, I'm trying to figure out what to call her, because this is my roommate Emily's house. And the issue is someone hacked her Minecraft account, and I believe, I forget what it is, but it's like fat people suck or something. It's just mean, and it's not great. But obviously I don't want to just refer to her as fat people suck, because that's not great. So this is my roommate Emily's house, which is super cool. Look at these trapdoors. I think that's a super cool wall system that's super thin. One thing I've always kind of disliked about Minecraft is how thick the walls need to be, but look at that. It's like an actual wall. I won't go all the way through her house because that would be trespassing, but look at that. I just really like the design of her house. Looks super cool. There's a zombie spawner down here. Let me fly over here. This is an iron farm, also built by BennettCraft, like so many things here. We got some iron stored here. You can actually see one thing I just did there was sorted the chest. You can also sort your inventory just by clicking your middle mouse button. This is another vanilla tweak. We have a lot of stuff on the server, and if you guys want me to go over that at some point, I can show you every single one we've incorporated. But it's a good way just to enhance the gameplay of Minecraft and get rid of the stupid little annoying things like having to manually sort your inventory. Makes it super simple. So that is everything over here. Oh, actually, here's the iron farm in action. You can see this zombie is stressing out these villagers, and every once in a while they'll spawn an iron golem, just tries to walk and get to the zombie, falls in the water trap, dies in the lava, hoppers, chests, easy. It's an iron farm. It's nice and it's efficient. This over here is Madlock's house. He hasn't been on the server in a little bit. I will trespass here because he won't care. And if he does, that's his problem. But just chilling. It's a little house. That's a polar bear head. Once again, another thing from a vanilla tweak data pack. Over here, don't want to forget to mention this, is the graveyard for Big Man. Rip Big Man. When we first got to this village on one of our first nights here, an iron golem spawned to protect the village and also subsequently protect us from monsters of the night. And sadly, he died in combat one night, and we have built this grave for him and has sat here since the first night that we settled here. So thank you, Big Man, for your sacrifice. We've built up all around here in his honor. Rip Big Man. All right, really quick, we're going to go down here. This is kind of a makeshift banner of what we've been working on here, but I'm not sure if we're in love with it. We're still trying to figure out a nice logo to use for our faction, Rancho Cucamonga. But tell us if you like that, I guess. Feedback is always nice. If we go over here, this is our little chest area where we keep all of our resources. Don't need to waste time going through all of that. And if we keep going to the bottom here, I believe the beacon might be missing right now. Yeah, not currently here. We have the pyramid here for 2 beacons, but both of them have been moved elsewhere temporarily. But this whole area has been just farmed out using haste 2 and speed on beacons to make a nice wide open area. And oh no, oh dear God, oh no, oh no. This is a real nice pumpkin farm. I like it. It works super quickly. I forget who the original design was by. I think it was in a Mumbo Jumbo video. This is. I'll have to deal with this after I finish recording. But that is a lot of overflow pumpkins, and okay, that's. I'll deal with this on my own time. I don't need to waste your people's valuable time. But Pumpkin Farm works a bit too well, and I don't have enough farmer villagers to actually trade all of those into emeralds. So that wraps up our overworld base for now. And there's only one thing left to show, so let me go over here. I am going to bring you guys to the end, just to show you guys what we're working with over there. So this goes back towards spawn, but obviously it's faster just do /trigger spawn if you want to get to spawn than having to travel there through the nether. And this over here will take us to the end portal. Oop, flew past a little bit. Here we go, let's hop on in. Alright, so this is our island here. I believe this is the Wither Rose farm made by Colleague. This is where he's getting all those. I think there's a Wither... Unless it died. Nope, it's still there. Just spam shooting Enderman. And that's how he keeps generating roses. He probably just AFKs here to collect them. I haven't watched that. Like I said, think it's a BennettCraft video if you want to watch it. And now I need to remember how to get there. I think it's over here. Yeah. This is how you get to the Enderman farm that I made. You can already see that thing in all of its beauty. Okay, I need to not die. As I mentioned, 0 deaths on the server, and I'm not trying to lose that today. We can just hop over here now. So all of the Endermen spawn on top. They're attracted to the middle by an Endermite because they're natural enemies. I guess that's just one of the rules of Minecraft. And you can see just how fast they're falling down. So we're so far out from this island that nothing can spawn over here. So in this entire dimension, the only thing that can spawn are Endermen on this platform. So a ton of them spawn, they see the Endermite, and they all run into that tunnel. And that's one of the main reasons why this is so efficient, because they'll just keep on spawning. And that fall distance is just enough that you can one-hit all of these Endermen. But obviously, it's faster if you use a sword and just sweep tons of them at a time. And I'm sorry if that was super loud. I might have to turn down the video volume for a second. But you can see I'm level 53. This is how I keep getting my levels, just by killing all these things here. And it's not going to work super fast now, because obviously it takes a while to level up once you get into like the 50s and above. But you can see lots and lots of XP, not doing much work. I also have mending on all of these, so it's actually probably limiting how much I'm getting in terms of XP anyway. But it's a super easy way just to refresh all my tools, and get it all the way healed up. Got my enchanting set up here, and lots of chests which have been filled up with books. I'll probably have to take these back to the shop soon. And just ender pearls in case anybody ever needs them. Lots of enderman heads. That's one downside of that plugin for mob heads, is that if you're killing a lot of endermen, you're going to get a lot of enderman heads. So I believe that concludes the world tour, so I'm going to take a break for a second, get a cup of water, because I've been talking almost non-stop now for, I don't know, what is it at? 37 minutes? That could be different than your timer, because at my recording I'll probably cut out a lot of things, but I'm going to head back to spawn. I'm going to get a glass of water first, and then we will meet back up real soon. So, meet you guys there in a second. Welcome back, everybody. That wasn't a short break for you, but it was a nice, well-needed break for me. My voice is still kind of raspy, if you can hear that. You could probably actually go to the start of this video and go all the way to the end and just notice how much my voice is degraded in that time. But it's been a pleasure to make this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a long one, but there's a lot to cover in this world. People have been working hard for about the last month, and I want to make sure everyone's work gets recognized. As I continue to work with people, I'll probably go to their bases and show you guys more and more of this world as time goes on. But for now, that concludes the end of today's episode. Aside from one last clip, which I alluded to earlier here. Actually, before I forget, This I forgot to include in the original Spawn tour video, but this is a statue made by Trevor XCIX, super cool, holding up just I don't know if you should call this a dumbbell or a weight or what, but super cool little statue. I don't know how to walk in F5, so I'm just trying to get it good in frame. There it is. Just a guy holding up a nice heavy weight of 2 anvils on a bar. Um, that concludes the world tour for today's episode. And the last thing that I was alluding to earlier was me going to WAF shop and being essentially the Mr. Beast of the server, and buying out all of his stock of items. So please enjoy that clip. All right, so cut the tape again. The recording I made of me going and buying out all of WAF's warehouse got corrupted and can't be added to this final video. So I'm sorry you guys won't see that, but I spent about, I don't know, I think it was somewhere around like 30, 40 diamonds, somewhere in that range at WAF's shop, buying out everything just to make him happy and also get a bunch of supplies for me. That was about the clip. Sorry it's not there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but I'm gonna hop back in to get my like last 5 words in before the end. So see you guys in the next one. But aside from that, my name has been CNY32 on the BennettCraft SMP. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next episode.